Well, assalamu alaikum my beloved students and dear viewers, and welcome again to a new English session. And today's main lesson, as you can see, is about modal verbs, or what we call modal auxiliaries. And this is part 1 of the lesson, and it's mainly addressed to my students in common core classes and also for learners with an elementary level. So let's get started. So this is a very short dialogue between a daughter and her mother. Alright, so I'm gonna read quickly. So daughter: dear mother, can I watch TV after dinner? Mother: sorry, you can't because you must sleep early. Daughter: but I don't have class tomorrow. Mother: well, you can watch TV, but you mustn't stay up late. That's not healthy. So here, if we go back to the first sentence or example, dear mother, can I watch TV after dinner? So here we have two verbs, or the daughter used two verbs to ask for permission to watch TV. So the first verb is can, right? So first verb here is can. So can here is called a modal verb, alright? So can is called a modal verb. So what is a modal verb? It's simply called modal verb or modal auxiliary. And an auxiliary means a helping verb. So this is a helping verb. It helps us to express different functions. Alright? And then we have another verb, which is watch. So watch is the main verb. Alright, so we write it here. Watch is the main verb. The main verb. So here, which verb is more important? Is it the modal verb can, or the modal verb or the main verb watch? So watch is the main verb, it's very important, and can is just a helping verb. Clear? So we are going to see when do we need to use this modal verb can. Okay, so this is modal verb number 1 that we are going to see. Alright, then we have next, sorry, you can't because you must sleep early. So the second modal verb we are going to see is can't. Right, the second modal verb is can't. Then modal verb number 3 is you must sleep early, must. Alright, so here this is modal verb number 2 and this is number 3. And here this is a very important remark here, or rule to bear in mind. So here you must sleep early. So all modal verbs are followed by verbs in the infinitive without to. So we must do, we must sleep, we must revise, we must practice. Okay, so here this is a rule that should be written. So here we have modal verbs or modal verb plus verb in the infinitive, right? So this is a very important rule to bear in mind regarding the lesson of modal verbs. So all modal verbs plus verb in the infinitive without to. Please remember, without to. Like here, must sleep, right? I can do it, or I can watch, right? I must sleep, or I must do this. Clear? Then this is the third modal verb we are going to explain later. And let's see the next one. We have but I don't have class tomorrow. Mother: well, you can watch TV. So here can is a modal verb, we have already seen that, so it's the first one. But you mustn't stay up late, that's not healthy. And the next one is mustn't. Okay, so this is number 4. Modal verb number 4 is mustn't. So here again, as you can see, we have 4 main modal verbs in today's lesson. So number 1 is can, number 2 is can't, Number 3 is must. Number 4 is mustn't. So let's get started. So let's start with this model. This is number 1, can. So here let's have a look at this picture. So what do you see here? So she is a little girl or child. What? Playing football? Very good. No, she is swimming. Alright, and she says, I can swim very well. And as you see here, she looks confident or very confident and courageous. And she says, I can swim very well. So here, the girl is simply expressing her ability to swim. So here, the modal can is used in this sentence to express ability. Okay, to express ability. I can swim. Okay, she says I can swim, means she has the ability to do it. Clear? Very good. So this is the first use of modal can, to express ability. Let's see example number 2. What do you see here? So he is a person or a student raising his hand. Why? And he says, can I read the text? So here, what does he want? So he wants to get the, very good, the authorization from the teacher to read the text. So that's why he is raising his hand. Why students raise their hands in the classroom before they speak? Because they want to get the authorization, or what we call permission. Brilliant. So here we have permission. So the second use of modal can is to express, or sorry, to ask for permission. To ask for permission to do something. Clear? So here the first modal is can, and we've said that it can be used to express ability or to ask for permission. Excellent. So let's see the modal verb number 2. Right? So this is the second modal verb is can't or cannot. Short form cannot, sorry, full form cannot, and the short form is can't. Right? So let's have a look at this picture. What do you see here? So this is a man, and from the picture you can see that he has a problem with his stomach. So he might have a stomach ache, and he says, I can't eat dinner. I can't eat dinner. So why he cannot eat dinner? Because simply he has a stomach ache. So here can't, what does it express? Okay, so he can't eat dinner, which means he cannot do something. Okay, let's see the example number 2, right, to explain more. Here, this is a lady, she says, I can't speak Spanish. Okay, I can't speak Spanish. So when you can't do something, so here we are talking about inability. Very good. So these two people, they are expressing their inability to do something, right? So here, number 1, he says, I cannot eat dinner. I can't eat dinner because he has a stomach ache. And the second person says, I cannot speak Spanish. Normally she is from China and she has this inability. So she says, I cannot speak Spanish. So here please remember that can't is the opposite of can. Can is used to express ability, but can't or cannot is used to express inability. Clear? So here modal verb number 2, which is can't or cannot, is used to express basically inability. Clear? Inability. So let's go to modal verb number 3. So number 3 here it says must. Let's see example number 1 with this picture. So here what do you see in this picture? This is a child trying to do what? To drive, very good, a car. So he says, or we say, you must be 18 years old to drive. You must be 18 years old to drive. Here if I ask you this question, to drive a car, what is the first condition? Is age. So you should be at least 18 years old to drive. Then you need what? You will need a driving license to drive a car. So here, what are we talking about? So here we are talking about the rules or the law. Very good. So when we are talking about the law or rules, simply we use the modal verb must. So it's something that is obligatory. So the child is obliged to be 18 to drive. Okay? Let's see example number 2 to explain more. What is this? Right, what do you see? So here with these things we find them in the streets. So these are the traffic lights. Excellent. And they are used to organize the traffic in the street. Clear? So here in the sentence, people must respect the traffic lights. People must respect the traffic lights. So here, you know that traffic lights are very important, and if you don't respect them, you will be fined by the police. Alright, so here we are talking about the traffic law. Very good. So the traffic law must be respected by all people. So when we talk about laws and rules that we are obliged to follow, or that we should follow, or we must follow, here we are talking about, very good, must is used for obligation. Excellent. To express obligation, or to talk about something that is obligatory and mandatory or compulsory to be done. Okay, so that's it for must. Then number 4, or the last one, is mustn't or must not. So mustn't short form and must not is the full form. Right, so let's have a look at this example or this picture first. So what do you see here? This sign, we find it in some like public buildings or like hospitals, for example. What does it tell you? And this is here a cigarette. So this is a sign that forbids, very good, or that doesn't allow what? Smoking. Excellent. Let's see the example. You mustn't smoke in the hospital. And you know, hospital is a place where you find patients and doctors, right? So you mustn't smoke in the hospital. So here mustn't is used to express what? Okay, so smoking is very dangerous. That's why it is forbidden. It's not permitted. It's not allowed. That's why we say you mustn't smoke in the hospital. Good. Let's see example number 2 to explain more. What do you see here? So this is a student. Clearly he is a student and he is writing something, and here we have a small paper, alright, with some information, and the person here is trying to cheat. Very good. So this is part of cheating. Let's see this sentence here. You mustn't cheat in the exam. You mustn't cheat in the exam. So you know, cheating is something that is forbidden by the school law or rules. Alright, so it's not allowed, it's not permitted, and students are punished for it. So here we say you mustn't cheat in the exam. So here, what are we talking about? Something that we mustn't do, something that we are not permitted to do. When we talk about something we are not allowed to do. So here, very good, we are talking about prohibition. Very good, it's prohibition. The verb to prohibit and the adjective prohibited. So smoking is prohibited and cheating is also prohibited. Alright? Great. So this is the last modal verb. It's mustn't or must not. Now let's have a look at this table that summarizes all what we've said. So here example number 1, she can speak 3 languages. So in this example, what is the modal? Very good, it's can. Alright. So what is the use of the modal can in this sentence? She can speak 3 languages. Very good, so it's ability. Very good. What about example number 2? Can I use your phone? Right? Can I use your phone? So the modal again here is can, and the use is to express or to ask for permission. Excellent. Number 3, I can't go to school because I'm very sick. I cannot go to school because I am very sick. So here what is the modal is? Excellent, it's can't, right. So what is the use of can't in this sentence? I can't go to school, I'm very sick. Very good, it's used to express inability. The person is unable to go to school, alright? So we say, I cannot go to school because I'm very sick. What about number 4? You must respect the school rules. And remember, when we talk about rules or laws, you must respect the school rules. So the modal is must, excellent, and the use is to express obligation, very good. And the last example, students mustn't eat in the classroom. It isn't permitted. Students mustn't eat in the classroom. It isn't permitted. So the modal verb is, very good, mustn't, and the use is to express, very good, prohibition, something that is forbidden. It's not permitted, it's not allowed to eat in the classroom. So this table summarizes all the modal verbs that we have seen today. So we have number 1, can and can't, and must and mustn't. Great, so now let's see more with these exercises. So let's practice in this exercise. So it says complete with the correct modal auxiliary. Okay, so here please, I'd like to ask you this. Please pause the video and answer the exercise, then come back to see the explanation along with the answers. Clear? So number 1, so we have teacher, I go to drink. So what can we say here? Teacher, I go to drink. So here, teacher, so this is a student talking to a teacher, and he wants to drink. So basically here he is asking for permission. Very good. So here he is asking for permission. So what is the modal verb we use for permission? It's, very good, modal can. So we say, teacher, can I go to drink? So he is asking for permission. So this example, it's about permission. Brilliant. What about number 2? We talk in the mosque because it's a place where we pray. We talk in the mosque because it's a place where we pray. So you know the mosque or the masjid, it's a holy place, so we cannot talk in it. So here we say we, very good, we can't, right? So we can't talk in the mosque. So it's inability. We can also answer with prohibition. We mustn't talk in the mosque because it's a place where we pray. So here we have simply inability, right? So in this example we have inability, or it can be also prohibition. We can say also we mustn't talk in the mosque, right? Or we can't, for inability, we can't talk in the mosque because it's a place where we pray. Very good. What about number 3? You drive too fast inside the city. It's forbidden in the traffic law. You know traffic law or traffic rules. So something that is forbidden. So when we talk about about something that is forbidden or not permitted or not allowed. So here simply we are talking about, very good, so this is prohibition. Very good. This is prohibition. Something not permitted to be done. Prohibited. It is prohibited to be done. So here we are talking about simply what? So very good, it's the modal verb mustn't. So you mustn't drive too fast, right, inside the city. It's a little bit risky. So here, very good, so it expresses prohibition. Very good. What about number 4? All people respect their parents because respecting them is an obligation. It's obligatory to respect your parents. Okay, so here we are talking about, excellent, we are talking about obligation. It's already written there. Very good. We are talking about obligation. And when we talk about obligation, the model is, excellent, is must. So all people must respect their parents because respecting them is an obligation. And then we have number 5. My sister ran very fast because she practices sport every morning. Okay, so my sister ran very fast because she practices sport every morning. So a person who practices sport means that he has, or this person, she has the physical, very good, ability. Excellent. So here we have ability. So we say she, very good. My sister can, so we have its ability. Excellent. So we have my sister can run very fast. Very good. So my sister can run very fast because she practices sport every morning. Great. And finally, the last example. 6, we have people smoke in hospitals because it is forbidden. So you know hospitals. So it's forbidden to smoke in hospitals. So we talk about something forbidden means, very good, it's prohibited. So prohibition, the model is, excellent, mustn't. So people mustn't smoke in hospitals because it's forbidden or it is prohibited. So here we have prohibition. Very good, prohibition, or something that is not permitted, not allowed, it's prohibited. Excellent. So I hope you've got this exercise correct. So here please pay attention to the function or the modal verb to be used according to the context or to the sentence that you have. Great. So here as a homework, so here this is homework to be done because we have finished this lesson. Now you are going to write at least 4 sentences or 4 examples in which you express sentences or different functions using the modal verbs we've studied today. So here, for example, in number 1, you can use the modal verb can to express ability. Example number 2, you can use the modal verb can't to express inability. And exercise or sentence number 3, you can use the modal verb must to express obligation. And number 4, the modal verb mustn't to express prohibition. So I hope you've understood today's lesson, and please try to do this exercise or this homework, and please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask again. And I wish you all the best and stay well with Allah as well. So take care, and that's it.